Do you know the biggest mistake most musicians make? He said. Their first album comes from love, heartbreak, passion, or depression. They have no expectation of how the world will respond. They write it from the heart. But if it catches on, they're validated by the world. But then they start writing their second album, and they don't necessarily write it based on love, heartbreak, or passion. They write the album they think the world will want. We've seen this, even we did a dinner with all these famous artists in New York, and they said, the minute you start painting to sell, it doesn't work.
This Spotify CEO talked about how a lot of people doing podcasts, amazing, and then all these celebrities said, I should do it too.
Yes.
They wanted celebrities to come on. These celebrities come on, but they're really only doing it for the money and to get followership. And so people stop following because it's like, you can tell they're not doing it because they're dying to talk about this topic, or they really want to be there to inspire some, whatever that might be, things to figure out. Like, how do you do both? Which I think what you're saying is you have to learn to be yourself. And I think people just get jaded as you're yourself over time. Sometimes, the criticism and all that can, make you feel like, why am I doing this? And then you start to do what you think the audience wants and what other people want. And then you're frustrated when it doesn't work, but you actually don't know why it didn't work. Well, it's because you weren't yourself.
And so that notion of, like, how do you find that pathway where through my passion and love, I can learn to actually make a living? As opposed to, because I have to make a living, I'm going to create stuff that everyone's going to think, right, comes out of my passion and love, which is, of course, fake. The last piece Rubin said was this: my advice to you and your team is to just be yourselves, Rubin explained. Because if you do what you think the rest of the world wants, one of two things will happen. You might be right, but if you are, you won't really know why. And if you're wrong, you'll be angry at yourself for deviating from what is true to your core. So just be yourself. And either you'll be right and it'll feel really good, or you'll be wrong, but at least you'll still be yourself.